Paloma is here now. I'm liking the feel of that music.
Yes,
the hair.
Is it making you feel like a bad woman?
I made me feel like a bad woman. I'm always a bad woman.
No encouragement to be a bad woman.
Tell us a little bit about it, because I love the hair. What was the inspiration? Is that your natural hair?
No, my hair is actually that colour naturally, but I've been dyeing it so long I couldn't remember, so I just thought I'd try it out. But the song is about kind of saying, I'm done with this kind of social pressure on women, teaching us, raising our kids to be good girls and being raised as one, like, always behave, be nice, don't speak out. And it's about me saying, I am done with it. If you want to call me a bad woman, then OK, I'm a bad woman.
Go ahead and do so.
But every night before bed, my 2-year-old asks me to sing her that song, and she's gone. She keeps walking up to strangers saying, I'm a bad woman. She's only that big.
You're like, no, you're not.
Just not
like,
yet.
I want you to be empowered.
One day you will
be
be.
a bad
You're not even a
girl.
woman yet.
No. So please keep saying please and thank you.
Yeah, please and thank you, but still be a bad woman.
Exactly, yeah.
But yeah, so I think it's just about kind of saying no to, I reject all these expectations. I do think that feminism's got to this point where it's like, everyone keeps telling me, we had feminism, it's brilliant, now we've got equality. It definitely doesn't feel like equality. I think we're doing too much. I think we've got halfway through, we're working, we're holding the home, we're being the, like, first person on the parent WhatsApp group, we're ordering the school uniform, we're doing the food shop, we're like, all these things, and there's this, like, unseen mental labour that women with and without children are kind of expected, like, oh, always be maternal. Everyone's like, I spoke to you about my feelings and you weren't there for me. And it's like, yeah, OK, but I'm really busy. Like,
do you think that's,
really
irrespective of sex, though, do you think that's just the social, that's the kind of the pressures of living in the modern age to a point?
I think it's mainly on women. I don't think that men... I think it's acceptable behaviour from men and not from women. I think it's an imbalance and unfairness. To be like, no, I don't... I've got too much on to really care about your feelings. She's awful. She's not maternal at all. But, like, if a man goes, I'm really busy at work, sorry, we're like, oh, bless him, he's stressed.
So true.
It's just not fair. So I
think those are like the norms that are put on society. So it's not like this is what we talk about all the time. Men aren't encouraged to talk about their feelings, so therefore that is the reaction a man will get.
But I think that the patriarchy is perpetuated by all genders. I think that we're too hard on each other at times. Like, oh God, she was really cold-hearted. You know, she left her husband and kids. Or it's all like, what about the pressure she was under? Like, you know, it's not necessarily just coming from men. You know, I think a lot of men want to try. Yeah. But, you know, I've never heard of a career man. I've only ever heard of a career woman. For sure. And apparently career men actually exist.
When you take these themes and these thoughts, how do you translate? Is this translated into, like, the whole album, or...?
Yeah, so the album's out February 16th. It's called The Glorification
of Sadness. We're all over that,
Sadness.
don't you worry.
Yeah, hopefully everyone's going to pre-order it.
And the Glorification of Sadness.
Yeah.
Wow, that's deep, isn't it?
Well, I like to think of myself as a bit
deep,
deep,
are
Alison.
quite deep. I think you are.
And it's all about the breakup that I had with my children's dad, which is like a kind of... It's a bit different to, like, songs that I sung when I was younger about just cut and run. You know what it's like. It feels very heavy that I broke up with my children's dad. I feel a real sense of responsibility. I feel like this stages of grief are just so kind of present, and even now, 2 years on, I still feel this kind of, like, overarching sense of guilt that I failed my children or I failed society or what's expected. And so the album sort of chronologically goes through the stages of grief, whether it's a relationship breakup or a death or whatever, but it goes through all your feelings. There's moments where I'm, like, knee-jerk and, like, a sort of, like, petulant child, and it's sort of childlike. And then there's moments where it's more introspective and sad.
So interesting.
And it really sort of just depicts it all. And I'm really excited for people to... Obviously, we started with How You Leave a Man, then now it's Bad Woman, and it goes on. It sort of, it documents the whole thing. But it is definitely my biggest failure that I've ever... And it's probably my only regret, I would say. I've never really been someone who regretted anything.
When you were putting pen to
but I
paper,
think
did
it's
you have
sad.
a word with yourself about, well, how much do I want to... Because if you're gonna do this, I suppose you've got to be all in, haven't you? If you're going to write an album, literally it's so sort of raw and you processing. Did you hold back at all, or you thought, like, how much of myself am I going to share on this?
I can't really hold back as a person. I'm not very good at it.
Firstly, Paloma, it's not a failure. This is life. People split up. You know, just the fact that these children, you know, it's the children's dad that you split up with doesn't make you a failure. You might even find that it's your biggest success. You're a single mum, you're a pop star, you're absolutely smashing it, and you look like you're from France. I mean, what can I say? Do you know what I mean, babe? You're smashing life. Don't ever say that's a failure. That's your life, that's your journey, that's your story, and that's how it's going.
Well, thank you. You're amazing. You're
glad
like
you've
the
come on the
beacon
couch
of it
for
all.
some good
Sorry,
therapy.
but
No, I mean it.
haven't
That's really
failed.
good
Listen,
advice. That's a nice way to
I
look at
felt
it.
that failure when I split up with my son's dad, but, you know, his dad's now moved on, he's married, he's got 3 other children. They're part of our family as well.
Yeah.
You know, you don't know
we do have a really good
how it's going to
relationship.
work out, his story. It's part of your story, and, you know, we have ups and
I'd
downs,
say
don't we?
it's changed shape, the relationship, but it's definitely probably going to be the longest relationship I've ever had because it has to be. And we're really good friends, so that's...
Tell us about this tour, because this is... Are you taking the kids with you? What's going to happen?
Of course.
Oh, this is going to be so
I can't leave my
exciting.
kids behind.
So they're coming along.
Yeah, they always do. Although the older one will be in school, but I've scheduled it so it does go over the Easter holidays. So then we can do a bit of tour on the Easter holidays.
Right.
That's on purpose. But yeah, it's in April. I'm really excited. It's why I do this job. I love playing live.
And you can see your audience as well.
14 sold-out dates already. I'm so excited, and there's still some left.
Yeah.
So hopefully...
Well, we might come, might we?
Hopefully you guys will come.
Paloma's having the Glorification
Not in the Easter holiday ones.
on February the 16th. Tickets for the UK tour are on sale now. Paloma, thank you.
We love you,
Thank you,
Paloma.
Paloma.
Thank you so much.